Hello, what is up, everybody? We're finally back after what, like 2-3 weeks of break, but we're back now. So welcome back, everybody. And Rafael, if he hasn't given up on us, hi to you. I'm just going to specifically say hi to him because he's the only one that's here every time. All right. So audio of lesson 59, which means Glassy has already made it clear she's not going to talk. And she's got a little bit of throat stuff going on. So this time we'll actually give her a decent excuse. All right. So here we go. Let me like our video before we do anything. And here we go. Let's share the audio. First time, don't look as usual. And away we look. I changed the things. So now it says Aces English. And now this is my new logo that our new marketing team made. And then this is the new school logo that they made. They changed it a little bit with the little bubble with the 3 dots, like you're typing something. So that was kind of cool. I like that. That was good stuff. I already did this. I don't want to do it again. Okay, here we go. And she's gone. I guess we wait for her to come back from the bathroom. Is that what we're doing? Now she saw you and she was empathetic, and now her nose is starting to run.
You.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Here's the audio. There, Chris. Okay. Chris doesn't want Glassy. Chris doesn't want Glassy to feel alone, so she's also. Here we go.
Lesson 59.
Can you hear
Lesson 59.
Do you hear that? Did you hear lesson 59? Yes?
No.
No? Okay. I think I forgot to share
it will be
audio.
the first time.
Okay, here we go.
Lesson 59.
Joe and Mrs. Robinson are talking about her move to the U.S.
Hi, Mrs. Robinson. I was told that you're going to move.
Hi, Peter. Yes, I'm going to be a university professor in the U.S.
That's great. When are you going? What are you going to teach there?
I'm going on Monday. I'll be teaching engineering at a university in California.
Cool. I'd really like to study abroad someday. I'm studying music here now.
Is your college far from your house?
It's a bit far. I have to take the train and a bus to get there. Well, I hope you have a great experience.
Okay. Glass, what did you understand? Just kidding. Chris?
Okay. It's a conversation between a teacher and her student, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Peter asked Mrs. Bromson.
Mrs. Robinson. That's where I took the name from.
Okay.
I love that song.
Mrs. Robinson.
Uh-huh.
If she was moving to another country.
Okay.
For being teacher.
To be
teacher in
a
California.
Teacher.
To be a teacher
Mm-hmm.
in California. I don't remember well.
Okay, that's okay.
And I don't remember. I need to
hear it again. Okay. Larissa, anything you want to add?
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Guy.
Hi, guys. Hi, Larissa.
Meu nome mesmo do homem é Peter. Peter is studying music.
Okay, good. He mentions that. Mm-hmm.
He would like to study abroad. Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Nice.
Okay. That works. That's good.
Okay.
All right. Let's listen the second time. Let's listen and look. But I wanted to ask, let's see, maybe Glass can answer this since she didn't say anything. Is she a regular teacher Is Mrs. Robinson a regular teacher?
What is regular teacher?
What is regular?
Regular teacher.
Yeah, what does regular mean?
É tipo,
Normal.
Normal, every day. Okay.
Normal everyday teacher. Is she a normal everyday teacher?
Okay.
então, ela ia fazer um
Eu-
curso para
What one second, let's see first.
Não, pode falar, Cris.
She will teaching engineering,
But where?
Não, acho que não.
California University.
Ah, university. So we don't refer to her as a teacher. We refer to her as what?
Professor.
Professor. So she's not going to be a
Professor.
teacher. She's going to be a professor, which is
Ah,
specifically
okay.
at a
okay.
university. So that's the main difference there, is that he doesn't refer to her as that, because I would say he's probably not her student, because if he were her student, he would call her Professor Robinson, but he calls her Mrs. Robinson.
Okay.
So they probably, I don't know, maybe they go to church together, or they're in some kind of club together, or they're neighbors, or something, because he doesn't refer to her as Professor Robinson. So probably if he were her student, he would refer to her as Professor Robinson. Okay. So that's one thing I wanted to make clear, because if she were to teach high school in California, then we would call her a teacher. But if she's going to teach at a university, we would call her a professor. All right, let's look. And here we go.
Hi, Mrs. Robinson. I was told that you're going to move.
Hi, Peter. Yes, I'm going to be a university professor in the U.S.
That's great. When are you going? What are you going to teach there?
I'm going on Monday. I'll be teaching engineering at a university in California.
Cool. I'd really like to study abroad someday. I'm studying music here, now.
Is your college far from your house?
It's a bit far. I have to take the train and a bus to get there. Well, I hope you have a great experience.
Okay. Peter.
So what was something, Chris, that you understood this time that you didn't understand the
Okay.
first time?
Peter said Peter is a student, okay, and he said to Mrs. Robinson, he studies musician.
What does music?
Music.
Okay, what does musician mean?
Musician. É músico.
Right, the person who
Okay.
makes music.
It was my bad, okay? It was my bad. And he said to her, he's
So in that case, we usually say he told her, right? It's easier to
told
say
her.
he told her.
he told her he was he studied music.
Okay,
And
so but he said, I'm studying. So he told her that he was studying.
he was studying
Yeah.
music, and he had a wish to study abroad one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Okay, good.
Okay.
Anything to add, Larissa? Anything that you, maybe even something that was already said that you didn't understand the first time? That you
okay,
understand?
I forget something.
Peter takes a bus and a train to get his university.
To get to. So remember,
There.
to get
To get
to
to
somewhere.
okay.
Yeah.
Get
So-
to university.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Uh,
Yep, he takes a
So
bus.
he
and a train.
said it was a little, it was a bit far.
A bit far,
But
yeah.
meio far, né? É super, ultra, mega far.
But and that's the thing, right?
far.
When we use that in Portuguese too, we say
verdade,
é meio longe, mas
lá
meio
na
longe não é
Portuguesa.
meio longe, é muito longe. So we do that. We do the same thing in English too. We say it's a bit far, right? But it's more like the inflection is it's a bit far. I mean, that's if I say it's a bit far, then, you
Não é
know,
muito longe, bit
now é muito
far.
longe. But if I say it's a bit far, then putting that emphasis, just like Portuguese, é meio longe. Não dá para ir a pé, é meio longe. Right? Now, mas não tem nada a ver com meio, mas nós usamos. So,
Ok.
same thing in English here. Good. All right. Let's repeat. Glass, how's your voice? You okay to repeat?
It's péssima.
Is it Passman? Do you want to skip
It's
it?
péssima. Não, prefiro escutar.
Okay. All right. Chris. Hi, Mrs. Robinson. I was told that you're going to move.
Hi, Mrs. Robinson. I was told that you were going to move.
Larissa. Hi, Peter. Yes, I'm going to be a university professor in the US.
Hi, Peter. Yes, I'm going to be a university professor in the US.
Chris, that's great. When are you going? What are you going to teach there?
Okay, that's great. When are you going? What are you going to teach there?
Larissa, I'm going on Monday. I'll be teaching engineering at a university in California.
I'm going on Monday. I will be teaching engineering at a university in California.
Good. Chris, cool. I'd really like to study abroad someday. I'm studying music here now.
Cool. I'd really like to study abroad someday. I'm studying music here now.
And I'll put, if I remember, up and to the right, I will put the video about cool, because for some reason it's one of the most watched videos on my channel. It's only like 2 minutes long, but when we talk about like the agradavelmente frio, that whole explanation. So I don't know why, but it took off. So I'll put it up there if I remember. Larissa, is your college far from your house?
Is your college far from your house?
Chris, it's a bit far. I have to take the train and a bus to get there.
It's a bit far. I have to take the train and a bus to get there. Well, I hope you have a great experience.
Okay. You can have that one too. All right. Very good.
Period.
Any questions?
Let me see. Okay, about it's a bit far. It's still about a bit far. Bit far, when I say to you, my house, it's not a bit far from here. Okay?
Okay.
Eu estou dizendo que a minha casa não é muito longe daqui.
And that's not the way that we would usually say it. We would usually say it's close to here. Instead of saying it's not a bit far from here, we would say it's close to here or it's near here.
Okay, it's close.
Yeah.
To here. Okay. It is the same. It's bit far.
Basically,
and
it
close.
No, a bit far is if you say
okay. I got it. Okay, I got it now. It's not a bit far. It's better. I say it's. I'm saying it's close. It's close.
It's better for me to say.
It's better for me to say it's close.
Right. It's close. Or it's near.
Or
depending
near.
if you
Okay.
Here or it's close to here. Yeah. There you go. Good question. All right. So suppose we're having a conversation with someone that we met recently. And Glass, you want to ask?
Sorry, but I have one more question.
Oh, okay, no problem.
About it, okay?
No problem.
What is the difference, Willy? What's the difference between when I say to move, to change?
To move and to change. Okay. So you're thinking of the Portuguese, right? So mudar, to move, mudar, to change. So when we use to move, it can be like mexer, right? You've got to move it. You've got to move it. You've got, right? I love that song, right? So that's one meaning of move is mexer. And the other is to physically take something that is in one place and put it in another place. So we use to move when we talk about, I'm going to move to Curitiba, right? So I'm going to take all of my things from here and I'm going to go to Curitiba, or I'm going to go somewhere else. Okay. So that's to move. To change can be trocar, right? To change something, you need to change your attitude. Você precisa mudar ou trocar sua atitude. Okay. So to move gives more of an idea of something physical that is going from one place to another. Okay. I need to move my phone from this side of the table to that side of the table. So I'm physically moving something. Right? There are just real quick, there are some situations where they're synonymous and you can use either one, but there are many situations where one works and the other one doesn't.
When I am at a restaurant and I'd like to move the table or change the table.
It depends. Do you want to move the table that you're at, or do you want to switch tables? So if you want to switch tables, you're going to say change. I want to change tables. I want to change my table or something like that. Or change the table or something. Okay. So usually if you say that, it means you want to go to a different table. Yeah. I want to move my table means you want to physically take that table and move it somewhere. Maybe I don't want to be right under the air conditioning. Can I move my table a little bit? So you're going to take the table physically and move it instead of switching tables.
Deixa eu ver se eu entendi em português, para eu entender o significado. Quando eu digo I want to change my table, eu quero mudar de mesa. Vou sair dessa mesa aqui que eu tô,
mudar
vou pra
de
mesa do
mesa,
lado.
that's the key. Mudar de mesa, yes.
Eu vou mudar de mesa. Quando eu digo I want to move my table, vou pegar a minha mesa e vou mudar minha mesa.
Eu quero mexer com a minha mesa.
Ah, entendi. Então, no restaurante, se eu estiver numa mesa ruim, eu posso falar, please, I'd like to change my table.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Or I'd like to change tables. The most common that we would say is I would like to change tables, please.
I'd like to change tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if a restaurant is going to switch tables, like they bought new tables, they could also use, we're going to change our tables, right? They're taking the old tables out and putting in new ones, but that's an extreme situation. But
why did you say sweet table? Sweet table.
Switch tables.
Switch, S-W-I, that, okay.
S-W-I-T-C-H, switch.
Okay.
Trocar, right? So when you use the verb to switch, it's like exchange, where we're switching. So I'm giving you something, you're giving me something back.
Okay.
We're switching tables. So if you, for example, I like to sit in the booth. What's the booth? Booth.
I don't know.
Booth is the one that is against the wall, that is cushy. It's softer. It's against the wall. So it'll be better if I do this. So these seats are booth seats.
Okay.
They're the comfortable ones. They're usually against the wall. These ones aren't against the wall, but they're like these. Like these are booths. Okay. They're more comfortable, right? So if I'm sitting at a booth and you and Glacy and Larissa are sitting at a table, and you're like, we want to sit at the booth, and then I could say, oh, we can switch tables. Meaning I go to your table and you come to mine. So we're switching tables.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's an even trade, usually, switching something.
Professor, switch não tem coisa, negócio de ligar com switch?
Tem também. Switch on, switch off.
Mas é usado?
Yes.
Could I switch the tables?
Can I switch tables?
Can I switch tables?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I change tables or can I switch tables? It's more colloquial to say switch on the light, for example, instead of turn on the light.
Tá.
It's more colloquial. It's not as technical as turn on. So that's a good question.
Thanks.
That's good that you picked that up too. Yep, no problem. Okay, so suppose we're having a conversation with someone we've met recently, and Glass, you want to ask, qual é a sua área profissional?
Professor, what's our line of work? Eu ouvi um pouquinho antes da aula.
Nice, good, then.
Não, mas é porque eu não lembrava. É porque deu coincidência de estar escrito bem aqui na minha cara.
So that's perfect. What's your line of work? So what's your line of work? Very common. It could even be, what do you do? Okay, você faz, right? What do you do?
Okay.
If you just met someone, you say, what do you do? Then it's understood that you're talking about what work they're in. It could be, what area of work are you in? What's your job? What's your line of work? I think is probably, in my experience, is the most common. What's your line of work?
Okay.
Good. Chris, how would you answer? Eu sou uma professora universitária.
I'm a master.
Master.
Professor. I'm a
Mestre?
professor.
Okay.
I'm a professor at some university.
Yeah. So I'm a university professor. If you're just being general.
Professor.
Yeah. Or I'm a professor at UCLA, or I'm a professor at University of Florida, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. And something here, because you said, I heard master. I don't know if that's what you meant to say, but there's one thing, I have a student, I had to ask him to stop calling me master. When we would, because we talk back and forth when I'm ready to, I send the link and I say, okay, are you ready? And he's like, yes, master, because he wants to say mestre, which, it's like, it's a compliment to call someone mestre in Portuguese.
Okay.
But in English, when you use master, it gives the idea of a slave. So of a slave, because that's, yes, the masters were okay. But that's a master's degree, but you would never call someone who has a master's degree a master. So that's the difference there. So and someone who has one wouldn't say, I'm a master. They would say, I have a master's degree.
I have a master's degree. But I can't call you hi master. No.
So no one does. And it makes me so uncomfortable because it's so connected to slavery that I asked him to stop, because it made me extremely uncomfortable that he was calling me master. So some exceptions are, you watch karate movies, right? So the sensei, when you watch the old, like 1970s karate movies, he calls him master, right? So that's mestre, that's okay. You also, religious movies about Jesus, they call him master, but that's another thing. And then also in Star Wars, they call master so they're, I don't know how much you know about Star Wars, but they're the Jedi. There's one who is the master and one who's the Padawan, and he calls him master. But that's because that relationship is that one-on-one learning from a master, right? And so those examples are outside of slavery. But if you just say, yes, master, that to me, I mean, that's why I was so uncomfortable. So I had kind of hinted at it, and then he did it. He kept doing it. And I was like, okay, let's just make this clear. Please don't, because it makes me uncomfortable. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay. If I am at university, okay, I am a student and you are my professor. When I come into the class, could I say, hi, master, or don't?
Nope.
No way. Hi, professor. Just hi,
professor. Yep.
Okay.
Hi, professor. Yep. Exactly.
Professor, também tem o Senhor dos Anéis, né? O Gollum, my master.
Right? Yeah.
Só lembrei daquele.
Yeah, and he's a little abnormal, so I mean, I don't think we don't want to be like him.
Okay.
All right. So we talked about university professor. Larissa, how would you say eu sou professora de ensino médio?
No, teacher.
School teacher.
I'm a middle middle
So
no médio. Teacher,
ensino,
é intermediário, é tipo assim? Não.
High school?
Well, it depends. It depends on if you, because there is high school and there is middle school, which both would be probably ensino. So we have ensino fundamental here, and then we have ensino médio, which goes up to college. So it could be high school, which here is those last 3 years. In the United States, it's the last 4 years. So if you're in those, if you teach one of those last 4 years, then it would be high school. But then there are middle schools or junior highs, depending on the school district. So you could be a junior high teacher or a middle school teacher or a high school teacher if you're in those last 4 years. So that's the difference there.
Okay.
But the main thing there is that you're not a professor, right? You don't say, I'm a high school professor. That
Teacher.
doesn't
I mean,
exist.
high
I'm
school
a
teacher.
middle school. Yeah, I'm a middle school professor. It doesn't exist. I'm an elementary school professor. That sounds ridiculous because, you know, higher education and you're teaching elementary school. Okay. Glass, how would you say? É mesmo? Sério?
Really? Ah, professor, não, só sei o really.
Really works. Really is a good start. How about sério? Não me diga, or something like that.
Serious? Is it serious?
Não me lembro.
Serious?
Okay, so serious is close. Are you serious?
Tell me, mas não
Are
é.
you serious?
Are you serious or seriously?
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It could be instead of, so não me diga, instead of like what you said, you don't say.
Não sei.
You don't say.
Sim, esse é assim, né? Que vocês
Yeah.
falam.
Or no way. Even
No.
no way. Não acredito. How would you say, Chris? Eu ensino numa universidade em Los Angeles chamado UCLA.
I teach at LA University.
I teach at UCLA.
UC?
UCLA, University of California.
Okay, UCLA. Okay.
At Los
I
Angeles.
teach at UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Larissa.
I have teach it. It's
Nope.
a regular verb.
Irregular.
Okay, então I've taught at I forgot the name of the university.
UCLA.
UCLA.
Okay, so if I say I've taught at UCLA, does it give the idea that I currently teach at UCLA? Look at Glass's head. If I say I've taught at UCLA, it gives the idea that I'm probably not currently teaching at
Okay.
UCLA, unless you say I've taught at UCLA for 5 years. If you give that time period, then it gives that the idea that you are currently.
Okay.
But if you say I have been teaching at UCLA, the present perfect continuous, then, because remember, present perfect continuous, we only use when it's 100% sure that there hasn't been a break.
Okay.
All right. Larissa, how would you say estudei numa universidade nos Estados Unidos?
I've studied at a university in US.
Very close. I've studied at a university instead of university in the US.
In the US.
The US, right. Good. Glass, o que você estudou?
Ai, não é study. What did you get?
What
Study
did
what?
you study? Yeah, because of did, right? What did you study?
Não, eu sei, mas achei que tipo, fosse outra palavra, como fosse universidade e não fosse estudar.
Nope, it's study.
Tá.
Yep, that's okay. Glass, how would you say o que você estuda?
What do you study?
O que você vai estudar?
What are you going to study? Are you
Okay.
gonna? Como é que vocês falam?
Gonna study. Yeah.
Yes.
What,
Então tá ganhando experiência.
and you know how a native would say it? What are you gonna study? What are
Eu não
you gonna
sou
study?
nora
What do
native.
one word, only one word. What are you gonna study? What are you gonna study? Chris, eu estudei psicologia.
I studied psychology.
So, Glass, what does studied mean?
Não vou falar.
Remember, to stud is cruzar,
Eu
right?
estudei no passado. Como você pode estudar?
Calma.
Ok.
Okay, we'll get there. Studied, e.g. igreja. Now studied, igreja, studied.
Ah, ok. Studied.
Yes.
Ok. I studied
Yeah.
psychology. I
There you go.
studied psychology.
Larissa, não me diga.
No way. Gostei.
Good.
Já pode passar para a próxima. Não se inventa outra frase.
No way.
How would you ask?
Não é,
assim.
Larissa.
Larissa, how would you ask? E seus
Aí,
pais?
ele já inventa outra.
That was too
And
easy.
your
Come on.
parents.
And your parents, eles são psicólogos?
Ai, eu disse. Are they psychologists?
Good, look at that. Yeah, reclamou, mas aí arrasou. Glass, how would you say this sentence? Você é professora universitária de psicologia, né?
Ai, não, professor.
Né?
Your professor universitário. Psychology ou de? Não.
G? Não, G.
Psychology. Como é que é mesmo, Fran?
Professor.
Você é uma professora universitária de psicologia, né?
Né?
Psychology. University professor. Ai, não sei.
No, that's good. Just one little thing. You don't need university because if it's professor, it has to be university,
Yes,
right? Because
verdade.
it can't be any other.
Verdade. Então, melhor ainda, né?
Yeah.
Então,
so-
tira a university, pronto.
Okay. University, but right? Okay, good. So let's do. Can we
A
do
minha
the
tudo
whole
é
thing?
right. Tá. Não, agora, professor, esqueci. Vai, fala.
Você é uma
Não,
professora universitária de psicologia, né?
Your. Ai, professor, eu confundo.
Psychology professor.
Calma.
Cris, vai lá. Psychology.
No. Okay. Psychology,
Professor.
Really?
Right?
Yep. Not really. So, se vai dar cola, não dá cola errada.
Right. Viu? Eu
Não é
corrigi
really,
agora.
é right. Certo. Good.
Como é que é o
Chris,
né? Como é que é o né?
right? Certo?
Right? Ah, ok. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Chris, how would you say the same sentence with a question tag? How would you say, você é professora universitária de psicologia, né?
Are you?
Nope.
No. Sorry. Eu faço uma pergunta com isso? É isso?
Okay, you do a question tag. So how do we form question tags?
Ah, ok. You are psychology professor. Are you?
Close. It has to be the opposite. So it was
You are? No. Aren't you? Aren't you?
Are. Okay, the whole
Okay.
sentence.
Okay. You are psychology professor.
You are a
psychology
professor.
You are a psychology professor. Aren't you?
Good. Larissa, how would you say, você não é professora universitária de psicologia, né?
You aren't a psychology university professor, are you?
Very close. Just take out university. Remember, you don't need university because if it's professor, it's already
Okay. É
professor.
verdade.
Right.
You are not psychology professor, are you?
Okay. Then the only thing there is you forgot the too. You aren't
Okay.
a university professor, but that's good. The rest
You
of those things-
aren't a psychology professor. Are you?
Are you? Okay. So, and the only thing, it's not a major thing, but when we have the negative sentence with the positive question tag, it goes down instead of up. So when we have the positive first, so you're a psychology professor, aren't you? Okay. So in that case, it goes up. But if I use the negative first, you aren't a psychology professor, are you? Are you?
Dá
Then it
mais
goes down.
ênfase na segunda parte, que é o oposto.
Right.
Sobe,
Mhm.
é isso?
Yeah.
tá.
So if it's a positive, the negative question tag goes up. If it's a negative, the positive question tag goes down. But
Entendi.
that's less important than getting the words right. If you get the words right, they'll understand. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a huge deal. But if you want to cheat like Lassie, then you just say right. And then you don't have to worry because right's always going to go up, right? Right? You're not a university professor, right? Okay, Glass. Não, de jeito nenhum.
No, 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 no way. Não sei.
No way for a little bit extra emphasis. Good. Yeah. No way. Chris, this isn't true, but how would you say não sei nada de psicologia?
I know nothing about it. Psychology.
Yeah. Well, either it or psychology, not both, right?
Okay.
So I know nothing about psychology, or I don't know anything. So you can go either way.
Oh,
I know nothing, or I don't know anything. Which one's most used? Who can tell me? Do we use I know nothing or I don't know anything more?
I don't know anything more, I think.
We use it more. Why? Because we love
Because it's in love
don't.
with don't.
Good. Yeah. Americans are in love with don't. We love, in most situations where you have don't, especially don't, but even other ones like can't or wouldn't or those other ones where you can have one or the other, we usually go with don't.
Okay.
For some reason. Larissa, how would you say? Sou professora de informática.
I'm a computing professor.
Okay. And we would probably say IT.
IT.
Probably. Yeah. We'd probably either say computer science or IT, I think.
IT,
Yeah.
information of technology.
Information technology.
Okay.
Information technology. Yep. So I haven't been to a university, it's been a while since I went to a university. So I don't know the updated language in English, but when I was there, that was what I would have used.
A professora até mudou até.
I'm sure.
Taverna era assim, mas.
Yeah. We didn't have computers like we were on, those old. It was those big computers that were the whole wall, and then, like it took all the energy, the lights flickered, and all that kind of stuff. So so things have changed since then. And we had to, we rode a bike to power it. All right. Glass, how would you say? Música, que interessante.
Music, how interesting.
Good. Chris, eu gostaria de saber mais. Eu
I'd
gosto de
like to
música.
know more.
Eu gosto de música.
I like music.
Larissa, bem, você gostaria de ver a universidade?
So, would you like to see the university?
Good. Glass, porque eu vou lá agora.
Because I go. Como é que você falaria rápido isso aí? I'm gonna there? Não.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Because I
there.
will. No. Nossa, I will go there? No.
Yeah, you can. You can use I'll go, but if you want to use the gonna, then yeah, Chris was right with gonna go. I'm gonna go there now. Yeah.
I'm gonna go there now.
Chris, how would you ask? Onde fica? Fica no centro?
Where is it? Is it downtown?
So remember, in those situations where we have three words with to be, the to be gets more emphasis. Instead of where is it, where is it?
Where is it?
Where is it?
Where is it?
Is it downtown? Larissa, sim. Fica no centro da cidade.
Yes, it's in downtown.
So a little bit of a pegadinha, right? because fica no centro da cidade é só
Não
fica,
tem preposição, né?
right? Fica no centro. So
Ok.
it's
It's
downtown.
downtown.
It's downtown.
Yep. Downtown. Glass. Como se chega lá?
How do you get there?
Chris, como se chega no centro da cidade?
How could I get downtown?
Okay, not could. So,
How? Okay. How can I get downtown?
não é eu, é como se chega, não é como eu chego.
Okay. How? How it's getting? No. How it gets downtown?
Who can help?
I don't know.
Como se chega?
Você usa
No
you,
centro.
né?
Yep. So
Como é que
use
fica a frase, então?
use you instead of I. And don't use can, because now é como eu posso, é como se chega. How would you say como eu como lagosta?
How I eat lobster.
Okay, is eat strong or weak?
How do I eat?
How do I eat? Agora pergunte
How do I get there? How do I get there?
onde?
How? Como é que era a pergunta mesmo?
Como se chega ao centro?
Então, how do you get there? How do you get there?
Ao centro.
How do you get downtown?
There we go. How do you get downtown? That's how you, so remember, anytime we have como se diz, how do you say? Como se chega? How do you get there? Como se lava? How do you wash yourself? Whatever it is.
Okay.
It's gonna. Okay, Larissa. Ask. Você vai de metrô?
Do you go by subway
Ou de ônibus?
or the bus?
Okay, so careful. The bus.
Or
The bus.
the.
Either by bus or the, bem pronunciado. Agora, se você estiver em Chicago, pode falar the. Eles falam the bus, porque eles têm o time de futebol lá, eles são famosos de falar the Bears, the. Eles usam the, mas não é. Só Chicago, eu acho.
Okay.
Talvez
Então,
o
by
meio
bus.
oeste, não sei se é alguma coisa meio oeste dos Estados Unidos ou o que é. So, yeah, by bus or the bus. What about, so that's if I ask, how do you usually get there, right? So how do you get downtown? Then do you go by bus? How about if we're talking about right now?
How do you usually get there?
Okay,
How
so
do
that's
you
usually
get
usually
there? Okay.
Larissa, how would I ask if about right now and not how you usually get there?
Não entendi a pergunta. Como se fosse agora mesmo?
Como você está chegando ao centro?
Eu tenho que perguntar em inglês como.
Como você está chegando ao centro?
Tipo. Que tipo de transporte? Eu não entendi a pergunta.
Sure.
Que tipo de transporte você vai chegar ao centro?
Sem ser que tipo de transporte? Sendo como você está chegando ao centro?
How are you getting?
Stop, Chris. So how é como
How are you taking? Getting?
Taking or getting, porque ou é um ou outro.
Okay. Taking there.
Ok.
Which
Então,
one? Don't listen to Chris.
getting.
Getting. How are you,
Getting.
Larissa?
Are you getting there?
Getting onde?
Getting to?
Downtown. So remember, no preposition.
Ah, só
Right?
downtown,
Você me
getting
falou, a última
downtown.
vez você me falou que não tem preposição.
Foi. Eu já tinha esquecido até da pergunta. Are
So
you
how-
getting downtown?
How are you getting downtown? Exactly. But you're right. It's what what the person is asking is, are you going on foot? Are you going by train? Are you going by, especially
Okay.
if it's LA, they have the trains that take you downtown. Okay.
Teacher, agora,
Glass.
se for
Yo.
assim, como você está? Não, pergunta idiota, mas não esquece.
Não, eu gosto de perguntas idiotas. Pode fazer.
Não, mas depois eu pergunto, teacher.
Ok. Depois que nós está gravando. All right. Glassy.
Nós estamos ao vivo.
Yes, right. Yeah, that's true. Eu não vou nem de ônibus, nem de metrô.
Ai, por vezes sabe que eu adoro isso, né?
Yes, I always wait for you to do those questions.
Pode enfiar em nor, near. Pronto. Não sei.
Wait,
não, eu
Chris,
não
let her
vou.
ask.
Neither, nor. I'm not. Eu não vou. I'm not going, neither, não sei o quê, nor, não sei o quê, não.
Close, except if
Não
you
sei.
have, so then you said, I'm not going neither nor, right?
Mas é
So
muito não, né?
yeah, I am going, right? So
Ah,
because
tá.
you have the neither nor in the middle, then I'm going.
I'm going, nor, neither.
Neither first.
Neither, que você falou primeiro.
Whichever one, it doesn't matter. So as long as you get both, I don't care which one's
E
first.
nor o outro.
Neither the first one nor the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. So I'm going neither by bus or subway, or neither by subway nor by bus. Okay. But Chris, how do most Americans say that instead of the correct way that I love?
Oh my goodness.
You remember?
I'm not going.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going either. No. I'm not going either
By bus.
or either by bus nor car. Sei lá, not car.
Or most would say or, either or, which is, it's actually the correct way. If I'm asking, I'm going to go either by bus or by subway, which means I'm going to do one or the other, right? So in a positive sentence, it's the correct way, but most Americans say, I'm not going to go either by bus or by
Either by bus or by car or
Yeah. by car or flying myself by flapping my
Flying.
arms or by anything.
I'm gonna there flying.
Flying, yes.
By flying.
By air, by Willy Air. Larissa, let's see. How would you say? Eu acho que eu vou a pé.
I think I will go on foot.
Ok. Glass, você realmente vai a pé?
Are you really? Daí você vai. Are you really gonna go on foot?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Foot.
Like somebody hit you.
What?
Foot.
What?
Foot.
Tá.
Do you really?
Like, because it rhymes with good, right? Good foot. Good
Sim, eu
foot.
devia saber disso. Eu lembro.
On foot.
Chris, quanto tempo leva para chegar lá a pé?
How long have you been gone there?
Nope.
Okay. How
Quanto-
long?
How would you say só? Quanto tempo leva?
How many times do you get? Do you?
No,
Take
so
to
so
go
remember, so there are two times, right? We have the time that is tempo and the time that is vez. If you say many, then it's countable. You're talking vez instead of tempo. So it can't
Okay.
be many, Otherwise, it's
How many?
countable.
How many?
It can't
No.
be many because then it's vez instead of tempo. So if I say, for example, how many times have you been to Rio? Right? That's quantas vezes e não quanto tempo.
Ah, okay. How long? Okay. How long have you take to get there?
Okay, close. How would you say quanto tempo leva para fazer bolo?
How long have you?
Not have you, because it's not present perfect, right? Now, quanto tempo você
Okay.
está fazendo bolo?
How long do you take? How long do you take to get there?
Okay, so specific, that would be how long do you take? So maybe you're slow, right? The person you're talking to is slow. How long do you take to get there? That's it. If it's specifically that person.
How long do you take to get there?
But if we're talking like in general, quanto tempo leva in general? Larissa, help.
How does it take?
Oh, not how does, how long?
How long does it take?
How long does it take? I want everybody to remember this. That's the general question for quanto tempo leva for anything. How long does it take to drive to your mom's house? How long does it take to walk downtown? How long does it take to make a cake? How long does it take to study psychology? How long does it take to graduate from college? Whatever it is, if it's quanto tempo leva, it's how long does it take? How long does it take? Now, if we want to be more specific, then we can ask, how long do you take? For example, if I say, I can drive to Porto Nacional in a half hour, and someone's like, whoa, that's crazy. Well, how long do you take? Right? So now I'm bringing it specifically to you. How long do you take then? If 30 minutes is crazy, I take 45 minutes. Right. So then it's more of a specific question than just how long in general. Okay. Let's take a quick break. We'll end this video of the audio and a little bit of the beginning, and then we'll pick it up after a quick break. Thank you, everybody that's watching. I will put, if I remember, up and to the right, the link to what we're about to do when we come back, and make sure you subscribe. Until next time, if you're not going to watch the next one, that's going to be up in there to the right, because I'll probably forget to put it up there anyway, then keep studying and don't give up.